chosen one, this instruction is clear. Hold your tongue. This is not the time to talk. My child, if you scroll away now, you may miss the very warning that protects your next blessing and the silence that unlocks your breakthrough. I am telling you plainly that your safety and your promotion are hidden inside restraint. This is not about weakness, but about wisdom that shields you from traps you cannot yet see. Comment, Amen. I am saying to you that the season you are in requires quiet strength. There are plans forming around you, and some are from me, while others are not. If you speak too soon, you will reveal what I am still shaping in secret. I am teaching you that silence right now is protection, and protection is love in action. You feel the urge to explain yourself, to defend your name, to prove what I have placed inside you. I see that fire rising in your chest when people misunderstand you. But I am asking you to trust me enough to let me speak for you. Your words at the wrong time can delay what my power is already arranging. Within the next few days, you will notice conversations that try to pull you in. Some will bait you with accusation, others with flattery. I am telling you clearly that this is not the hour to reveal your heart or your strategy. If you obey me in this, you will step into a level of peace you have never known. Before we go deeper, I ask you from your heart to like the video so this word of guidance can reach someone else who needs divine protection right now. There are blessings coming that are still fragile. Like a seed under soil, they must remain covered until roots grow strong. If you uncover them too early by speaking about them, doubt and jealousy may try to crush them. I am not limiting you, I am guarding what belongs to you. You have been chosen not because you are loud, but because you can carry weight. Silence is part of that weight. When you hold your tongue, you show maturity that heaven recognizes. The angels assigned to you move more freely when you are aligned with my instruction. Some of you have been talking out of pain. I understand that pain. I have seen the nights when tears were your only companion. But even in sorrow, there is a time to whisper only to me and not to the crowd. Comment 1212. The enemy wants your reaction. He wants you to respond quickly, to send that message, to make that post, to confront that person. He knows that one careless sentence can create a storm that distracts you from your destiny. But I am placing my hand over your mouth, not to silence your identity, but to preserve your future. There is a conversation you are rehearsing in your mind right now. You have thought of every word you would say. You imagine how powerful it would feel to finally release it. I am asking you to lay that speech down at my feet and trust that I am working behind the scenes. When I say, hold your tongue, I am not ignoring injustice. I am timing justice. There is a difference. I am the God who sees and responds, but I do not rush because I see the full picture. You are stepping into a season where mystery surrounds you. People will not fully understand what you are doing or why you have changed. Let them wonder. Let them question. Your quiet obedience will speak louder than any argument. I am strengthening your inner world. When you stop explaining yourself to everyone, you begin listening more closely to me. In that quiet, I pour strategy, comfort, and courage into your spirit. You will start to notice clarity that was once drowned out by noise. There are doors that are about to open. Some of them depend on your ability to stay disciplined with your words. If you pass this test of restraint, you will see favor flow in ways that surprise even you. I reward obedience that is unseen by others. This is also about relationships. There are people who are watching you closely. Not all of them celebrate your growth. When you remain silent instead of reacting, You confuse their expectations and frustrate hidden agendas. You may feel misunderstood, but you are not unprotected. I am covering you in ways you cannot measure. What feels like losing your voice is actually me amplifying my authority on your behalf. When the time comes, I will give you words that carry weight and power. Until then, your quietness is your shield. It keeps you from saying something that could close a door meant for you. It keeps you from revealing plans that need more time to mature. It keeps you aligned with my rhythm instead of your emotions. I know it is difficult. Your personality may not naturally lean towards silence. You may feel that speaking is strength, but true strength is control. True power is knowing you could speak and choosing not to because I asked you to wait. You are not shrinking, you are preparing. Every moment you hold your tongue, you are building discipline that will carry you into leadership. Leaders must know when to speak and when to stay still. There will come a moment soon when I will release you to speak. When that time arrives, your words will land with precision. They will not be fueled by anger or insecurity. They will carry peace and authority because they were born in obedience. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. For now, I want you to rest in me. Let the urge to react dissolve. Let the need to prove yourself fade. I am your defender, your provider, your vindicator. You are chosen, and chosen ones do not need to shout to be seen. They move in confidence, even in quiet seasons. Trust me in this instruction, and you will see why this silence was necessary. There are conversations happening about you that you do not hear. There are decisions being weighed in rooms you have never entered. If you interfere with anxious words, you may interrupt what I am aligning in your favor. I am asking you to trust that I can handle what you cannot see. You have grown used to defending yourself quickly. That habit came from seasons where no one stood up for you. But I am not absent like those who once ignored your pain. I am present, and I am powerful enough to defend you without your constant explanation. When you stay quiet, you force others to reveal themselves. Those who meant well will remain steady. Those who carried hidden motives will expose their own intentions through their impatience. Your silence becomes a mirror that shows people who they truly are. There is a maturity rising inside you. It is deeper than emotion and stronger than impulse. This maturity is part of your promotion. I cannot elevate you into greater influence if you react to every slight or rumor. You are being trained for rooms where every word matters. In those places, careless speech can cost opportunities that took years to prepare. I am teaching you now, in smaller moments, how to handle larger ones later. Nothing in this season is wasted. You may feel lonely in this discipline. Others talk freely, vent loudly, and seem to gain attention for it. But attention is not the same as favor. I am building favor around you that does not require noise. Comment 333. The restraint you practice today is strengthening your inner authority. You are discovering that peace feels better than being right. You are tasting the quiet confidence that comes from knowing, I see everything. That confidence will become your foundation. There will be a moment soon when someone tries to provoke you directly. They will say something sharp, something unfair, something that presses on an old wound. You will feel the heat rise inside you. In that instant, remember that I already warned you. Pause, breathe. Let my spirit steady your heart. Your calm response, or even your silence, will disarm more than an argument ever could. I am also protecting your plans. You have dreams forming in your heart. You have ideas that feel fragile and sacred. Not everyone deserves access to what I am building in you. When you speak too freely about what is still forming, you invite opinions that can dilute clarity. Doubt can slip in through careless conversation. I am guarding your vision by guiding your tongue. Your destiny does not need public approval to grow. It needs quiet faith and consistent obedience. That is what you are practicing now. You may wonder why this lesson feels so intense. It is because what is ahead of you is significant. The higher the calling, the greater the discipline required. I see leadership over your life. I see influence that stretches beyond what you currently imagine. That kind of influence demands stability in speech. There were seasons when you spoke from hurt. You said things you later wished you could take back. I did not reject you for that. I used those experiences to teach you the weight of words. Now you are stepping into a new level of awareness. You are sensing the power of holding back. You are noticing that not every thought needs to be voiced. I am also healing your need for validation. Part of the reason you feel compelled to explain yourself is because you want to be understood. You want to be seen accurately. But I understand you fully. I see the intention behind your actions. I know your heart when others misinterpret it. Let that be enough for this season. Let my understanding calm your desire to clarify every misunderstanding. There is also danger I am steering you away from. Some conversations are traps designed to entangle you in conflict. Once you step into them, they drain your energy and distract you from purpose. I am closing those traps by instructing you to stay quiet. When you do not engage, the trap loses its power. The enemy cannot fight someone who refuses to enter the ring. This does not mean you will never speak up. There is a time for bold declaration. There is a time for correction and truth. But this is not that time. This is the season of preparation, alignment, and unseen rearrangement. I am rearranging relationships around you. Some connections will fade because your silence exposes misalignment. Others will deepen because they respect your growth. Do not chase those who walk away when you stop performing for them. Their departure is part of your pruning. I remove what cannot go where you are going. Your peace is more valuable than temporary satisfaction. Every time you choose peace over reaction, you store up strength. That strength will carry you through challenges ahead. You are also learning to listen more closely. When you are not busy crafting responses, you hear my whisper. My guidance becomes clearer, sharper, more precise. In that quiet listening, I reveal strategy. I show you when to move and when to wait. I highlight opportunities that noise would have hidden. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money, attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. I know it feels uncomfortable at times. Silence can feel like vulnerability. It can feel like surrender. But it is surrender to me, not to your opposition. It is trust that I am working even when you are still. The world around you may value quick responses and loud opinions, but my kingdom values wisdom and timing. You belong to me, so you follow my rhythm. Your restraint is not weakness, it is evidence that you are growing. It shows that you care more about alignment with me than about winning arguments. Very soon, you will look back on this period and understand why it mattered so much. You will see the doors that stayed open because you did not say something in anger. You will recognize the relationships preserved because you chose calm over conflict. Until then, stay steady, stay grounded, stay close to me. I am not ignoring your desire to speak, I am shaping it. When the time comes, your voice will carry authority that silence has refined. You are chosen, and chosen ones are disciplined. They do not let emotion lead them into regret. They trust my instruction even when it challenges their natural instincts. Continue holding your tongue, continue guarding your heart, continue leaning into my presence. I am guiding every step. I am shielding every vulnerable place. I am building something beautiful out of your obedience. You are beginning to notice something changing inside you. The urge to react is still there, but it no longer controls you the way it once did. That is growth, and it is happening because you are choosing obedience over impulse. I am strengthening your spirit, so your emotions do not rule your future. There are moments when you feel the pressure to defend your character. You want to correct every false assumption and respond to every whisper. But I am showing you that your character does not need constant advertisement. What I have placed inside you will reveal itself in time. When you stay silent, you give me room to expose truth. Lies cannot stand forever in the light of my justice. If you rush ahead of me, you may block the very exposure you are praying for. Trust that I am working beneath the surface. I am also teaching you patience. Patience is not passive, it is active trust. It is believing that I see what you see and more than you see. When you hold your tongue, you are saying with your actions that you believe I am capable. Some of you are in environments where tension feels constant. Words are thrown around carelessly, opinions are loud and strong. In that atmosphere, your restraint will stand out. That difference is not accidental. I am marking you as someone who carries peace. People will begin to notice that you do not engage in the same way others do. Comment 777. Your silence will begin to create curiosity. Some will wonder why you are no longer reacting. Some will test you to see if they can still provoke you. But you will remain steady because you remember that I instructed you clearly. There is wisdom in not revealing your full thoughts. There are strategies I have placed in your heart that are not meant for public discussion. They are seeds that require quiet soil. When you share too much too soon, you invite interference. I am guarding your plans by guarding your mouth. What is private between you and me is powerful. You have asked me for elevation. You have prayed for influence and greater responsibility. I am answering those prayers by training you in discipline. Influence without discipline leads to damage. Authority without restraint leads to regret. I care too much about you to let you rise without preparation. There will soon be a shift in your environment. You will sense it before others do. Conversations will change tone. Opportunities will begin to align. In that moment, you will understand why this season of silence was necessary. You will see that your obedience positioned you correctly. I am also protecting your emotional energy. Every argument drains you. Every unnecessary explanation pulls you away from your focus. I want your strength reserved for purpose. I want your clarity intact when it is time to move. Silence conserves what reaction would waste. Some relationships are being tested right now. When you stop oversharing and over-explaining, you see who respects your boundaries. That clarity is a gift. Not everyone is assigned to your future. Some were only meant for a chapter. Your silence is helping you see the difference. You are not becoming distant, you are becoming discerning. Discernment is part of your calling. It allows you to navigate complex spaces without losing peace. I know there are moments when you feel misunderstood. That feeling can sting deeply. But remember that being understood by everyone is not your assignment. Being aligned with me is your assignment. When you focus on that, the sting loses its power. There is also a deeper spiritual layer to this instruction. Words carry weight in the unseen realm. What you release with your mouth can build or break. When you hold your tongue in anger, you prevent damage that could take time to repair. When you avoid speaking fear, you protect your faith. Silence can be an act of spiritual strength. You are learning that not every thought deserves expression. Some thoughts are temporary emotions. If spoken, they can become permanent consequences. I am helping you filter what is worth saying. I am shaping your inner dialogue before it becomes outer speech. Soon, you will face a decision that requires calm thinking. If you had been entangled in arguments, your clarity would be clouded. Because you obeyed, your mind will be clear. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. You will respond with wisdom instead of reaction. Others will notice the steadiness in you. They will sense that something has shifted. That shift is my hand at work. I am refining you quietly, so your impact will be strong. There are blessings that require confidentiality. Some breakthroughs are so sacred they must remain between you and me until the appointed time. If you guard them, they will grow. You are also being separated from noise. Noise confuses direction. Noise amplifies insecurity. By holding your tongue, you are stepping out of noise and into focus. Focus is where purpose thrives. I want you to recognize how far you have already come. There was a time when you reacted instantly. Now you pause. That pause is powerful. In that pause, I speak. In that pause, wisdom forms. You may not see immediate rewards for this obedience, but rewards are coming. Favor often moves quietly before it becomes visible. A door is opening that requires composure. If you walk through it carrying unresolved conflict, you could sabotage it. I am preventing that by teaching you restraint now. Your voice is valuable. I am not silencing your destiny. I am calibrating it. When you do speak in the right season, your words will carry credibility. People will listen because they have observed your consistency. Consistency builds trust. Trust opens doors. Continue resisting the urge to explain everything. Continue resisting the pull to respond to every criticism. Your peace is more important than your pride. There will be a day when someone apologizes without you ever confronting them. There will be a moment when truth surfaces without you fighting for it. That will be my doing. You will stand in quiet confidence, knowing that obedience protected you. You will see how close you came to speaking out of turn. You will be grateful that you waited. I am with you in this process. I am not distant while you struggle with restraint. I am strengthening you each time you choose silence. You are chosen for stability, not chaos. You are marked for leadership, not drama. You are being shaped for longevity, not temporary victories. I see the moments when you replay conversations in your mind. You think of sharper replies, stronger statements, clearer defenses. You imagine how satisfying it would feel to finally say everything you have been holding back. But satisfaction that comes from impulse often leaves regret behind. You are not being silenced forever. You are being trained to speak from strength rather than emotion. Emotion rises and falls, but strength built in me remains steady. When you finally speak in the right time, it will not be reactive, it will be decisive. There are people observing you more closely than you realize. Some are waiting to see if you will lose control. Others are quietly measuring your maturity. Your restraint is building a reputation that you cannot yet see. It is forming an image of reliability and stability. In time, that image will open doors that loudness never could. I am also teaching you how to endure misunderstanding without collapsing. That endurance is part of your spiritual muscle. When you no longer feel compelled to defend every detail, you grow freer inside. Comment 555. The freedom you are stepping into is powerful. It is the freedom of not needing to win every conversation. It is the freedom of trusting that truth does not require constant advertisement. You are beginning to see that some arguments are invitations to distraction. If you accept them, you spend energy that should have been reserved for purpose. If you decline them through silence, you stay focused on what truly matters. I know you sometimes worry that silence will be seen as weakness. But silence guided by me is not weakness, it is strategy. Even in battles, there are moments of stillness before decisive movement. I am positioning you for a decisive movement soon. There will be a time when you must speak, but that time will be unmistakable. When it arrives, you will feel clarity instead of confusion. Right now, I am refining your listening. When you stop filling space with your own words, you begin to hear tone, motive, and intention more clearly. Discernment grows in quiet spaces. Some of you have been sharing your struggles with the wrong people. You were hoping for understanding, but you received criticism. I am gently closing your mouth in those spaces to protect your heart. Not everyone deserves access to your vulnerabilities. There are sacred parts of you that are meant for safe hands. I am leading you toward those safe hands by guiding your speech. You are also learning to let silence speak on your behalf. Sometimes your refusal to engage says more than 100 sentences. It communicates confidence and control. Control over your tongue is control over your direction. Words can shift relationships, alter opportunities, and change perceptions. I am helping you steer carefully. There will soon be a situation where someone expects you to argue. They are prepared for a back and forth. When you choose calm silence instead, you will change the entire atmosphere. That shift will reveal who truly respects you. It will also reveal who was feeding off reaction. You will see dynamics more clearly than before. I am aligning you with higher levels of influence. In those spaces, measured speech is respected. Those who speak carelessly are not trusted with important matters. Trust is currency where you are going. I am building that currency in you through discipline. You may feel tension inside when you hold your tongue. That tension is the old pattern losing control. Each time you resist it, you weaken its grip. Over time, what feels difficult now will feel natural. Silence will become strength instead of struggle. Peace will become your default instead of reaction. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now. but this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You have asked me for peace in your life. This is part of the answer. Peace often begins with restraint. There are also spiritual battles you avoid through silence. Some conflicts are fueled by words. When you refuse to add fuel, the fire dies down. You are not responsible for extinguishing every flame. You are responsible for not spreading it. I want you to notice how your mind feels when you choose not to respond. There is space there. There is clarity there. That clarity allows you to make better decisions. It keeps you aligned with long-term vision instead of short-term emotion. There is a breakthrough approaching that requires emotional steadiness. If you were constantly entangled in arguments, you would miss it. Because you are practicing restraint, you will recognize it when it appears. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. You are in training. Training seasons are rarely comfortable. They stretch you. They expose weaknesses so they can be strengthened. Your speech was an area that needed strengthening, not because you are reckless, but because your calling is significant. Significance demands discipline. Impact demands awareness. I am not taking your voice away. I am sharpening it. When a blade is sharpened, it goes through friction. When your speech is refined, it goes through restraint. There is a leadership mantle forming over your life. You may not see it yet, but others will begin to sense it. That mantle requires composure. Composure is built in quiet moments when no one is applauding your self-control. It is built when you resist typing that response. It is built when you choose not to repeat gossip. Gossip has no place in your future. I am separating you from environments that thrive on it. Your silence in those spaces will feel awkward at first, but it will also mark you as different. Different is not lonely when you are aligned with me. Different is distinguished. You are stepping into distinction. People will begin to trust you with sensitive information because you are not loose with your words. They will feel safe confiding in you. Safety is powerful. It attracts respect. Continue holding your tongue when you feel misunderstood. Continue choosing restraint when emotions surge. There is a peace that settles over you when you obey me in this. That peace is confirmation that you are on the right path. You will soon look back at the conversations you avoided and realize how much trouble you escaped. You will see how close certain situations were to escalating.